There's no issue with a woman, a man, anyone out there saying, this is my type. This is what I like. This is what I prefer.
With Sherri, there was more of an issue I had that she was trying to make fun and make light and make joke of the situation. And I don't really think it was funny.
Does height matter to you in dating relationships, romantic relationships?
When you start saying, "Well, I'll only date someone tall," you miss out on great people. You miss out
Yeah.
on great people when you really like they have to look like this, be like this. 'Cause now I'm just open to whoever. I mean, it may
Yeah.
sound floozy, but come on, baby, whoever.
Hey, it's a brotherhood. Woohoo!
Hey everyone, it's your bro, Nick Kimbrough. I'm here with the bros. All right, bros. Mia and Ink's relationship was a hot topic on the Sherri show, specifically Ink's height.
I gotta be able to at least hold or rest my head on your shoulder, and your head is still above mine. That's how, and I want to be able to take you seriously. I don't want to hold your hand and be guiding you through crowds. I don't want to tell if I'm dating Ink. I don't want to have him, have to wear a red shirt so I can see you in the midst of all of the people. I don't want to constantly be losing you everywhere.
I think it was unnecessary. I think I think she was really trying to be funny. And I think that man at the front must have really had to get the audience to laugh. Come on, laugh for us, please. Because I didn't find it funny at all. I thought she was trying to be Wendy Williams, and I thought it was a big fail, just as the majority of her show has been. But I think that, I think maybe she should be quiet. I don't think maybe she's qualified to be making observations about relationships. With 2 failed marriages, that would be my inclination to give advice or make observations. But good for her.
Damien, do you think it's fair to accuse Sherri of height shaming Ink?
Well, coming from someone who is 6'2",
Oh,
originally I
6'2", 2 glasses of water, pillow pump lips, ocean blue eyes.
let them know, Victor. Let them know,
Yeah,
okay?
Damien.
She said Barbie.
So at first I was like, this is Sherri Shepard. We got to remember, aside from a talk show host, she's a comedian. And compared to what some comedians say, that was light work in my opinion. And I was like, come on, y'all, that's really not a big deal. But then I had to think about it and put myself in someone's shoes who is shorter. I have tall privilege. And for men,
It's true.
historically we kind of put taller men on a pedestal versus shorter.
I don't think she was height shaming. I think that's a little far fetched. She was throwing a little light fun shade. She didn't come after him personally. She wasn't calling him a bad guy. She was making fun of the fact that every picture, Mia's like in a different room behind him. You know what I'm saying? She in a full different atmosphere tried to take a picture with him, which, I mean, girl, that's a technique, but it worked.
Izzy, what do you think?
I have to agree with Eric and Damien and disagree with Victor. For me, I'm six. Oh, no, I'm not 6 foot. Oh, I almost lied. I'm five. I'm I'm 5'11" and a half, closer to Jesus. I'm sorry. I did almost lied. I almost said 6. Anyways, I wasn't offended. I don't think what she said on her show was offensive. You have to remember she's on a network. She's getting paid to talk about these things. I think you exaggerated, Mitch, a little bit about that. She specified a whole topic about Ink's height when really she was talking about Gizelle, and Karen was talking about how what is Ink's height. Sherri was only pointing out observations. She was given a topic. She was talking about it, and I didn't have an issue with it.
I feel like it's very emasculating to bring up a man's height in question.
I don't really care about the masculine ego of a man at the moment.
She was saying she was making jokes about his height, and she was saying I couldn't really date a shorter man. So I feel like there is kind of those stigmas.
Well, people have preferences.
And height is something that can't really be controlled. So I think I would joke about something else.
I disagree. I just disagree.
Sherri used the word sensitive. That Ink could be sensitive about his height. That's a judgment.
I feel like you already know he's sensitive about being short because he's doing things to make himself look taller.
I don't think that there's an issue with preference. Some people say that they might like black guys or white guys or Asian guys. It's their preference. Short guys, tall guys. There is no issue with having a preference in any area. Victor,
Right.
do you disagree?
I do disagree in some aspects to that. I was with you for a moment. I was like, wow, me and Mitch are really agreeing. He's saying it's sensitive, etc. I was like, what direction we and then we fell off the track.
Oh,
So I think that I was close though. With Sherri, there was more of an issue I had that she was trying to make fun and make light and make joke of the situation, and I don't really think it was funny. But I think as far as height, when it comes from women to men, women are followed home. There's a lot more abuse. There's people on the street being a type of way, and in the UK, how it used to be, like when a man or someone would question a woman, you'd be like, "Well, don't speak to her that way because haven't you seen her husband?" So it provides an extra layer of protection to women, and sometimes women may look like for that in height or in build, in muscularness, but it's not necessarily all the time superficial. But I don't think that you should preference race, but maybe I can understand why there might be some preference around build, around height, etc.
well, Victor, that example that you just gave, that applies to me. It's called having a type. I've always said like my type is like I like black guys or blackish guys. That's always been like my. Is that bad to say? That's me. That's
I'm
always
just
been my
dying.
preference.
I'm dying that you
And
just said that.
there's no issue with a woman, a man, anyone out there saying this is my type. This is
Hmm.
what I like. This is what I prefer. I don't have a fetish. I don't have a I don't
but
have a
I think
fetish.
a preferred
I don't think
preference is
it's that.
different than saying I won't date someone of a whole race.
Exactly.
Then when you're just like, I don't date black guys, so you're going to take an entire race of people who have a spectrum of looks and say,
Right.
nope, I'm good. That's a little
Yeah.
racist.
It's
Yeah,
deeper than
Period.
that.
I agree.
A
What
little bit.
so
Because you're
what
going
is
against
like
a
what
race and saying you don't like a race. So yeah, racist.
for no, hold on. Specific to height,
Mama!
specific to height, short guys, tall guys. Is there an issue with someone having a type saying that I
See, I think
prefer
that's a little different because I
tall,
don't think that you
short?
can't do something because you're short or you can't do something because you're tall. So I think there's a little bit of a difference than someone like saying, I don't like Asian men. There's a lot of stigmas, there's a lot of racial connotations that come with that I believe are racial. I don't think height is the same thing.
I completely understand where Victor and Eric are coming from, 1000%. When it comes to, hey, I prefer this or that, versus saying, I won't date this or that. It's completely two different things. But no, if you want to date somebody tall, that's your thing. However, I do feel like when you do that, when you start saying, "Well, I'll only date someone tall," you miss out on great people. You miss out
Yeah,
on great people when you really like they have to look like this, be like this. Because I used to do that in my early 20s, and now I'm just open to whoever. I mean, it may
yeah,
sound floozy, but come on, baby, whoever.
yeah. Well,
Leave
that's the
that on the
thing.
floor.
When you stand in the back, it makes
Ooh.
you look taller, is what Mia's doing in these pictures with Ink. Ink is in
But
the
he is
back,
taller in real
she's
life.
up
Oh
He is
yeah.
front,
taller
and it's
than
making
Ink.
him look as though he's taller a bit.
No,
Should
but
I
he's
go
the
to
one
the
in the
back
front.
at our reunion?
He has to go to the
Oh,
front.
he's in
He's in the
front.
front and she's all the
Yeah,
way
Come
in
he's
on
the
in the
now.
back, so
front.
she looks
Yeah,
tinier.
that's what I thought.
Eric, does height matter to you? What do you think about height?
Absolutely not. Round them up, girls. I don't care.
Height doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. Izzy, does height matter to you in dating relationships, romantic relationships?
um, not really. Not really. Like I said, I'm 5'11" and a half. Uh, the last guy I dated was a 40-year-old when I was like 20, and he was like 5'5". The average height of a Chamorro man on Guam. Well, I'm Chamorro, just in case that no one didn't know. I'm Chamorro, and the average height is 5'5". My dad was 5'5", so you
Can you
know.
I'm
explain that,
5'5".
Izzy? Can you explain what Chamorro means for those that don't know?
Uh,
Because I don't know.
it's
Is that bad?
uh
No, you're hilarious today.
uh it's the culture on Guam. It's
It's
the
the
Oh,
native
cool.
people on Guam. They're
yeah,
called Chamorro, right? And they
yeah.
have a
Okay.
Chamorro language.
So yeah, so
That's
like
cool.
yeah, there you go. Thanks, Victor. Um, but yeah, I don't think there's an issue with height. I don't have a preference. I don't know. I haven't had anybody below 5 feet interested in me, so I don't, I don't really have a preference. I
Those
don't
problems.
mind.
Victor, what do you think? Does height matter in dating and romantic relationships for you?
I used to think it did. I think at one point, I used to think it did just because I'm so short. I like people that were taller, I think, at one point. I think I'm in a place in my life where I don't really think it matters. Like, I think
Mhm.
for me, I just care more about where the person is, where they are in their life. They understand what I can do, where my creativity is, and they can fit in with all my groups of friends here. Because you guys are a messy group. So I need
Mm.
someone I can bring to the group that's not going to get hazed away and run
Oh,
instead.
Hmm.
you want someone
Yeah.
that can sit behind you at the bro chat reunion, right?
Yes, I need
And
someone
give you a
that
high
gets
Ah.
five
me.
when you read me,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And like, if you're confident, if you can be confident, handsome, but you're short, who cares? There's a lot of men I hear who
Yeah.
have that confidence going on, and they're very attractive.
Five,
Okay.
seven, and below is considered short.
Thank God I'm
Eric,
not in
do
that
you,
category.
Oh,
Eric,
Izzy, what's wrong with
Because
being five
remember,
seven and
he is
below?
5'11" and a half.
wait,
Izzy,
what are you, Victor? What are you?
I'm 5'4.5".
Can everyone else
Oh.
explain where they're at too, so I know?
Oh
Okay,
my
so
God, we're
I'm
we're we're kind of like a
5'11".
service bar. We're gonna be like, "Doot, doot, doot, doot."
Yeah.
Okay, so Victor, how tall are
I'm
you?
I'm 5'4.5".
Damien.
Eric,
Oh, Eric, sorry, go
I'm
ahead.
about 6.
You're
you're
Okay,
6 foot.
Yeah, I'm about 6 foot.
Oh, I'm
Damien, how
close to
about you?
Eric.
6'2".
6'2". Izzy.
5'11" and a half.
Oh, I'm
Okay, and
smaller than.
I'm 5'10". So I'm the same height and weight as Tyra Banks.
Oh, okay.
Stop it
Yeah,
right now, Mitch. Stop it
I
right now,
am.
Mitch. Stop it right now, Mitch.
Okay,
I
Tyra,
am
I'm gonna be
I'm the
obsessed with
honest.
real
that. Is what
model.
she just
Well,
said.
but what Tyra Banks? Like the 90s Tyra or the 2000s?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
Yes, Victor.
He
Okay,
said
nice.
pre ANTM
Tyra,
or after ANTM.
Tyra, if you're watching, I'm so sorry.
all right, I'm good. We have to go. We have to go. We have to go.
Oh,
Everyone looking in, make sure that you like this video and let us know. Do you think that Sherri height shamed Ink? Let us know in the comment section. And do you
she
think height
didn't.
matters? We'll see you next time.
Bye.